Do you want to produce significant results in your career and in your business? Then listen, process, understand, and execute. Welcome, everybody, to this episode of the podcast. And I will be rounding up with the series I started a few days ago on the things I wished I knew early on in my career. When I started the series, I promised you that I will be sharing 15 things I wished I knew very early on in my career. And I have got incredible feedback. My goodness, I've got feedback from YouTube, from Apple Podcast, from those who pick it up from LinkedIn and they come watch it on YouTube and different platforms. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the feedback. And I am happy to hear that it is impacting you, inspiring you, encouraging you, and of course, challenging you to do more of what you were sent here to do by God. So today we continue with the series, and I will be sharing the three other things, the last three things I wished I knew very early on in my career. And of course, the 15 are not all. I have many other lessons that I can share. You know, my career has been a roller coaster, if I may say so. I have experienced so much in my young life, right? Many people don't know. I have about 7 different institutions I have founded so far, like businesses. But before now, there are about four I have failed in. Right. There was a time I started an insurance company from ground up and it failed. I lost all my savings. There was a time I started a paperback company when the Cameroon government banned plastic papers. As an entrepreneur, I saw an opportunity, so I said, you know what? Start a paperback company. I don't know what I was thinking, but I tried. A few months later, I failed in that business. I started a detergent company where the idea was make detergents and then send to villages and sell in villages and all of that. I started sent to a couple of villages. There was some sales, but at some point failed, right? And then I have a other couple of businesses now that run 7 different institutions that I founded so far. So I have learned a couple of things and traveling, 20 countries to speak, to consult my experience on providing executive coaching to leaders and executives, entrepreneurs, providing business strategy coaching, and a lot of this and speaking in different conferences and training and in different workshops around the world. I have learned a thing or two in my journey so far. So these things I've been sharing so far, they are from a practical perspective, very, very practical. And I hope it inspires somebody, even if it's just one person, one single soul is inspired with this particular series. I am definitely very, very grateful. And some of these lessons, I have 5 different books I have published on Amazon, and I share a lot of these things too in different books, but in the form of strategies and frameworks and concepts in a way that people can execute. So you can also check them out if you would like to check out some of my books. Just go on Amazon, type Dr. Javnyuy Joybert or Dr. Joybert Javnyuy, whatever is easier for you. It's a very unique name, so whatever I put, you'll see under that. Right? All right. So let's look at the first thing for today. I wish that early on in my career, I was not feeling inferior and I was not feeling, shall I say, and I was not short sighted at hanging around higher level people. Right? In other words, I wish that I conquered inferiority complex and I was very comfortable at reaching out and hanging around higher level individuals. You see, feeling inferior can destroy a great destiny. Hear me very well. You may be listening to me and you're struggling with inferiority complex. Let me tell you something. It is just you. Many people actually believe that you can do so much. Okay? Feeling inferior can destroy your destiny. It can keep a giant locked up in a room for years. I wish early on in my career, I knew that hanging around higher level people would change my life and my career. You see, people who are high level when it comes to mental intelligence, when it comes to financial success, when it comes to career growth, and all core areas of life will change your life. That's a fact. If you conquer, or when you conquer your inferiority complex, and you are comfortable at hanging around, making friends, genuine relationships with other people who command a higher level of mental intelligence, who are more successful financially, who are more successful career wise, and more successful in every other area of life, it will change your life because it will challenge you, it will motivate you, it will inspire you, you will learn things that will move you from your current level in life to a higher level. You see, you know that, do you know that saying, they always say that you are the average of the five people you spend the most of your time with? Yes, it's so true. It's so true. You are the average of those people. If the people you spend your time with are always complaining, very soon you will start complaining, right? So, higher level individuals or conquering inferiority complex and building relationships with higher level individuals will inspire motivation in your life. It will encourage you to take risk. It will provide invaluable mentorship, right? Why? Because these people will offer diverse perspectives. They will challenge your thinking. You know, there are many people in the same spot for so many years because their thinking is keeping them in that same spot. The only way to challenge your thinking is to learn something you have never learned or to be exposed to a new set of people who will reveal to you better ways of doing things. You know, somebody came to me. Many times I always get this from a lot of young people and business people. You will hear statements like, I have done everything and life is not moving. No, you have not done everything. You have done everything that you know. Don't come and tell me I have done everything and I am still struggling. I have done everything in this life and I am just failing. No, you have not done everything. You have done everything that you know. You know, and somebody came to me and said, no, if you do everything that I know, you cannot fail. You have done everything that you know. And we were laughing. And at the end, the person was part of my coaching program and mentorship community. And now he's doing great in his business, making millions from his business every month, right? So, and this is the power of beating that inferiority complex and being comfortable at mingling around people who are higher in all core areas of life, right? Number two, the second thing I wished I knew early on in my career is, you see, I was not very good very early on in my career. How do I put this? I did not know that there are certain tools that I must have and I must know how to use before I can get to where I want to go. Yeah, many people don't know this. Let me tell you something. Just having a vision and having the passion and having the energy and being excited of the things I want to do and all of that. In with If you make all that noise and you don't know particular tools and how to use those tools to get to where you want to go, you will end up just making noise. Anybody doing anything great is leveraging on certain tools. It could be equipment, it could be technological tools, digital tools, whatever. Whatever. For example, if If somebody says that they want to start doing a podcast, if you say and proclaim and have your vision and all of that, and you don't know how to use the various tools that you can record your podcast and all of that, and the various platforms that you can share, it will just remain a dream. You get the concept? So, one thing that I messed up very early in my career is that I did not know the particular tools that I must have and I must know how to use to get to where I want to be. For example, one of my dreams early on was, of course, was to be a successful consultant. But you're not just a consultant because you read books. No, there are tools that consultants use. And if you don't know these tools and you don't know how to use these tools, you will struggle in whatever you want to consult in. It's the same like being a medical doctor. What are the tools that every medical doctor must know about and must know how to use? You see, and this is still a challenge for many people. So, like me, in my early career days, I struggled to succeed because I did not quickly identify the critical tools that I must know how to use to rise. You see, there's this saying, work smart, work smart. You know that saying, right? What does it mean to work smart? What is smart work really? Smart work, here's how I define smart work. Smart work is using the right tools to achieve more and faster. That's smart work. Smart work does not eliminate hard work. Smart work is working hard with the right tools. For example, if um, somebody who is using a car to drive to UK and somebody who is flying a plane, a private plane to UK, all of them are working hard. But the difference is that the person flying a plane is more smarter because the person is using a more effective tool and a more faster tool, right? So smart work is your ability to identify the right tools to use and you know how to use them to achieve more and faster effectively. So there are many people uh, um, for whom the internet is a core tool, but they don't know how to use the internet to achieve a lot. You see, one factor hindering the productivity of people, and this hindered me early on, was the lack of relevant tools. And I know that it can also be the issue of money. I remember my first laptop. Oh my goodness, my first laptop was a mess, right? But that was what I could afford. But I was managing it. You see, but when you have the money, one of the best things that you can do for yourself in your career or business journey is the acquisition of the right tools. And then you learn how to use the tools. There are many people that have phones and laptops, they don't know how to use them. You see, so it is very critical for you to do this. And let me add more here. See, when it comes, especially we're in a digital age right now, understanding the digital space, for instance, is paramount in today's world. Talking about tools, you have to know how to use the digital landscape. This is where information is accessible. There's global connectivity leading to global opportunities, and all of these can significantly influence your success positively. Okay? So, and the evolution of technology has introduced different softwares and platforms designed to streamline work processes, enhance creativity, foster collaboration. Being unaware and underutilizing many of these tools will limit your personal and professional success. Oh yes, being unaware of certain tools or underutilizing certain tools will limit your personal success and professional development, thereby keeping you at the disadvantage. There are many people right now listening to me operating from the place of disadvantage because they don't know the tools they need to use, and how to use these tools. This is a challenge for somebody. I want to challenge you right now listening to me. Look at the industry. Listen carefully. If you do this, it will challenge you, it will move you forward. Look at your industry and start doing a research. What are the top 10 tools that top experts in this industry use? That's your assignment for today. I love to give assignments. I was a teacher one time. I was a high school teacher, secondary school teacher, lectured in the university one time. So that teacher in me is always there, right? So that's why I'm good at giving assignments. So, but assignments that I never check. Very good teacher, right? Okay, joking. Listen carefully. Do this assignment. It will challenge you. Pick the industry where you want to play in, right? And do a thorough research. Your goal is to identify what are the top 10 tools that experts in this industry are using in 2024. And let me tell you something. One thing about tools is that they change every year. Oh, yes. With more innovation, more companies producing more tools and all of that, they change. So you need to keep on adapting and learning how to use the latest tools in your industry. The last point for today, and then we are done with the series, is one thing I wish I knew very early on in my career is that I wish I learned the aspect of deep work very early on. I was not able to engage in deep work. You see, deep work gives birth to greater results and manifestation in anything that you do. Yes. The ability to carry out deep work. Many people are very shallow. Many people don't know how to carry out deep work. Early in my career, I was too shallow when it comes to the different things I was doing. You see, some may say because I was younger. However, had I started practicing deep work at the age of 20, I believe I would have been further in my career, right? Because I have seen the impact of deep work. Although, when many people look at me in the early years, they feel as if I was doing so well, but I don't rate myself really based on what people say. I rate myself based on how the top players in my industry are doing. That's what I'm going to. That's why I'm never excited about, celebrations and compliments. I do appreciate and say thank you, but it never gets into my head. Because as long as there is still somebody ahead of me in my industry and doing something better that I'm not doing, that is my inspiration, right? That is my inspiration. So deep work is very, very important. Many people in this dispensation can barely sustain long-term focus for more than 30 minutes. Yes, there are many people that if you tell them sit in one place, focus on one thing for 30 minutes, many people cannot do that in this generation. Our attention span is dropping daily. Sometimes when you're teaching for 1 hour, 2 hours, people start saying they can no longer concentrate because of one reason or another, right? It's the ability to practice deep concentration is dying out of our generation. I always say that anybody who can practice deep work and long-term concentration will always be a step ahead of his or her peers in this generation, right? So the more your attention span is shorter, you will always do shallow work and you will always be inadequate. You need to develop your ability to sit, concentrate, and practice deep work. I wish I practiced deep work early on. The importance of deep work cannot be overstated, right? In an era where there are so many distractions, social media notifications, and the excitement to click and watch movies here and there, all of that, these negatively affect our capacity to concentrate. And the mind, you see, the brain thrives when there is concentration. You can really see the power of your brain when you can really master concentration and overcome weapons of mass distraction, right? So, the discipline to engage in deep work is more crucial than ever for anyone who wants to build great things and do greater things. It is not just about enhancing your productivity, it's about building and fostering that mindset that values quality, that mindset that values mastery, that mindset that focuses on meaningful achievement over busybody. There are many people who are just busy, but they are not efficient, they are not effective. The quality of work is not there. Okay, so deep work will literally challenge you and position you to do more and to achieve more. I hope that you are blessed. My name is Dr. Javnyuy Joybert, and we can connect on social media and any social media platform. Just type Javnyuy Joybert and you will see me. Send me a DM, give me feedback of how this inspired you and challenged you. Is there something in particular you would like me to talk about or speak about? Leave me a comment. I'll pick it up and we'll definitely talk about it. In the next episode, I'll be talking about something very much interesting, and I know that it will challenge you, it will inspire you, and it will move you a step further in that which you have been called to do. Keep building that dream, keep building that business, keep working on that career, because the world is waiting to consume your ideas, your thoughts, your products, your offers, and that which you have to create. All right, remember, you are rare, you're remarkable, and Jesus loves you. God bless you. Cheers.